Alright, what's up everybody? It is Carlos Collects Comics and I'm back with another episode of Monday Hauls. This is the web series where I unpack my mail calls, my local comic shop pickups, and all the other fun comic book goodness that I've picked up over the past week to week and a half. So I've got a huge stack today, so I can't wait to share it with you. Stay tuned. Alright, so here we are. It is another episode of Monday Hauls, and I've just got a ton of books to share, so let's dive right into it. The first one that I got for, that I picked up, this is a mail call, and I can't say enough good things about Mike Mayhew Studio. They always ship with care, or at least the experiences I've had ordering from them and getting books from them. They've packed them well. They've gotten them to me as quickly as possible once they're out and ready, and the books are always in great shape. So I'm talking about none other than The Amazing Spider-Man number 75, the sneakerhead variant for the main Spider-Man title. I picked up the Miles Morales one and really enjoyed that and just wanted to get this one. I'm skipping out on the Venom and the Black Panther one because they're just not, it's just too many and I didn't want to do it, but I did go ahead and spring for the Mayhew signature on this one, which I think you can see there. And they all do also come with a certificate of authenticity. But Mike Mayhew Studio, they ship them out in a brand new Gemini mailer. They ship them out pretty quick, and I've been, like I said, in this bag and board, so I'm very pleased with the speed, the packing, everything about it. Definitely recommend ordering from Mike Mayhew Studio for his variants. Next up is are a couple of local comic shop pickups that I made. Actually, I've got some books here. Yeah. Okay. So I've got some other books here. Okay. So this is another. I'll do a mail call one. So I had ordered I worked out a deal with an Instagram seller named CJ's Comics. He is CJ's_comics on Instagram. Great guy, always has cool books, always shooting me messages about his latest raffles or giveaways, or just all the different stuff that he's got going on. Well, this is a book that I had been going back and forth about, and finally decided it was a good enough deal for me to pick it up. It is none other than Special Marvel Edition number 15, the first appearance of Shang-Chi. I really enjoyed the movie. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the character. I'm a believer now. I did wait until it cooled off a little bit, and this is a lower grade copy, but I did feel like I got a good deal on it, especially because he was very flexible with me on the payment. So so I'm pleased to have it in the collection. I classify this one with Nova number 1 and Marvel Premiere. I think it was at 15, the first appearance of Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, Hero for Hire number 1, or Luke Cage number 1. These are all books from around the same time period that are definitely books that should be on people's watch list, and I definitely don't think that this book has seen its last time in the spotlight. So I'm glad to have a copy of it, and thank you so much to CJ for, like I said, being flexible. And as if that wasn't enough, he threw in some giveaways, some freebies, which included Infinity Wars number 1, The Immortal Hulk number 43, Sam Wilson Captain America number 14, and a book that I'd actually been looking for but had not yet gotten a copy of, Batgirl number 50 from the current run. So I was pleased to add those. CJ, thank you so much. I'm very excited. I'm going to make sure he gets to see this video. Thank you, sir, for helping me add those books to the collection again. And if you're looking for some cool books and great different ways of giveaways and sales and stuff like that, check out at CJ's_comics on Instagram. And he is a great guy. and I know you'll enjoy his offerings. So let's move on to the next set of books. These were so my local comic shop had a sale, and I got some new comic books, but I wanted to show the back issues that I picked up. They do a 50% off sale on back issues. That's Bedrock City Comics here in Houston, Texas. They also have a live stream show with tons of key books on Wednesday nights on Facebook. So if you're a Facebook native, make sure and check that out. But I picked up Blue Beetle #1. Has a couple spine ticks, so at best it's a 9.0. But hey, for $1.65, I was because it was 50% off. I was glad to grab it and add it to my Blue Beetle stash. And then also Blue Beetle #0. I hadn't picked this up yet, amazingly, and so I just didn't have a copy of this one, so I went ahead and grabbed a copy of this again for $1.65. I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely going to add that to the personal collection. I also picked up, now I don't know if y'all knew this, but I'm going to share this just between us. I am a closet Red Tornado fan, and I found his 4-issue miniseries in their racks with all their bricks of storylines, and that like a lot of great local comic shops, they will build bricks of all the of a bunch of storylines. And this is issues 1 through 4 of the Red Tornado miniseries. The price on it was $8. It was 25% off for the sale. $6. These 4 issues. I said, the convenience of having all 4 of them here, as decent little reader copies. I don't think there's never 9/8 in these bundles, but I mean, some of them actually I found in pretty good shape, but definitely not complaining. $6 for the whole miniseries, and I really would love to see them do something with Red Tornado. He and Firestorm are 2 of my favorites from growing up. So those were some of my sale pickups from Bedrock and their 50% off sale. I also, from my other local comic shop, picked up, I think, Last Flight Out #3, and then Primordial #2, the B cover. Both stories that I'm enjoying right now, and I would say, that I think they're worth picking up for you and checking out. Now, let's see, I'll do the new books, and then I'm going to show the other big book. So new books, new comic book day pickups. This is a ton of books, and I haven't bagged and boarded them yet. So I picked up my Halloween comic book extravaganza books, a couple copies of the Star Wars, a couple copies of the Miles Morales, and a couple copies of the Hawkeye, because the Hawkeye one I hadn't read yet, and the others I wanted to just add them to my bin for those different collections. And for this week, I'm actually saying, hey, local comic shop day, Halloween Comic Fest, free comic book day. There's a lot of really good stuff in those books. So I highly, I recommend those as spec pickups, because I think there's always good stuff in them. And yeah, they have massive print runs, and they may not hit like super value high on them, but if you can find really crisp copies and get them graded and they come back as a 9.8, there's people that will go ahead and pick those up. So just a little something on those. So so another copy of House of Slaughter #1. It's definitely a reader because it's got a little bit of a ding on it. Knighted #1 from AWA Upshot. I really enjoy their books. AWA Upshot is putting out some really good stuff, flying very much under the radar, and so I highly recommend some of their books, because I've read several of them. I think Not All Robots was one of the most recent ones that's really cool. So I'm looking forward to this one. I picked up Batman #116. I only have the A cover here. Not sure what happened to the B covers. Radiant Black #9. This is the B covers. A couple copies of this. I need to probably reduce that down to just 1 at this point. And then Radiant, and then this is the other cover. These white covers are murder because the ink rub on them is just a mess. So I got a couple copies of these. They do have ink rub on both of them, so and then because it's coming out, Gun Honey #1. This is the third print variant, and so I do have the Adam Hughes first print coming in at some point, but I also picked that up. So let me show this book off. Okay, so one of my online Instagram buddies, he's at Comic Fanatic 86 on Instagram. At Comic Fanatic 86, you can find him on Instagram. He always has a ton of cool books, and he recently did a big claim sale with $1, $2, and $3 books. But he had also had a book on hold for me, which is Submariner #33. This was part of my run of keys that I'm building for Submariner. I've got my own little store folio for them, and that's putting these together and adding this to the stack of other Submariner key books that I've got. These are not ones that I got from Mr. Comic Fanatic. I also had #1, #5, #19, first appearance of Stingray, #47 was just a cool Doom versus Namor cover, and then #59, which is an iconic cover, battle between Thor and Submariner. So I'm adding #33 to that stack, and these guys will get tucked away for the time being. So glad to add that. Thanks to Comic Fanatic 86 for that book. Just set that away. Okay, and now here's the big stack that came. This also came from Comic Fanatic 86, and I'm just going to blow through these because these are all like $2 books. DC Comics presents #63. It's Superman and Amethyst. This is for my son. He is an Amethyst fan. He and the 3 other people in the world that like Amethyst, he's going to be excited to add that to his short box of books. Classic X-Men #8. Classic X-Men #9. And #14. #18. These covers, these Art Adams covers are fantastic. I'm a big fan of his from this Classic X-Men run because this is what I remember picking these up at the newsstand at the local grocery store and reading them when they were first coming out. And at the time, I didn't know they were reprints. They also, a lot of them have cool backup stories that are original material. So Classic X-Men #19. Classic X-Men #29. They also have like pin-up covers on the back too. So a lot, great books to have. Just it's a great run. It's a fun run to build because they're cheap, and it's great reading material because it's the original stuff. Classic X-Men #30. Classic X-Men #35. I have no idea why or how I ended up with 2 copies. I probably mistakenly claimed 2. #37. #42. #45. This is one of my favorite stories. #46. #48. #49. It's a really cool cover. #50. That's a really neat cover of that iteration of the team. #54. number 63. Mike Mignola work from the Vampire Storyline. I think it's a Vampire Storyline, yeah. Yeah, it's a Vampire Storyline. And then number 64 is another Mignola cover. So that is my big stack of $2 books. I'm not above buying those, especially for a PC run that I'm not looking to spend, high dollar on. I had already picked up several of the like high grade early issues from the run, but I was just looking to fill in the rest of it because it's just a fun run to have. It's not going to take up too much room. I think I may end up putting it in its own short box or super short box once I pick up almost all of them or get them together, get a little X-Men section going. So that is my that is this episode, or that's this round of hauls. I did want to make sure to remind everybody from last week. I showed you all that I had picked up Cross to Bear. I got a chance to read it, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's another one like Seven Swords, but I'm just really enjoying it. So I think it's a great book. It's fun, had artwork. It had a lot of vibes of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, that original run. So yeah, so this is a cool one to pick up that you might like. So that is my that is this stack of hauls for this past week, both mail call stuff and local comic shop pickups. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for allowing me to take up a few minutes to share what I've picked up over the past week to week and a half in this episode of Monday Hauls. Make sure to like the video. Hit the notification bell so that you find out when these videos go live. Make sure to leave a comment if you have a second. I'd love to hear from you and see what you have to say about this week's pickups. What did you think? Was there anything from the new comic book day that I missed out on that I should have gotten? Anything that I picked up that's an older back issue that sparked a memory or made you smile, or you said, man, I like that. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I continue to make the commitment that if you take the time to leave a comment, I will take the time to respond. Above all, please consider subscribing. If you are not currently a subscriber for the channel, I'd love to say, hey, if you've been with us for a few videos, go ahead and subscribe. We are going to be doing our first subscriber giveaway. It was meant to celebrate when we broke 200 subscribers. We're now approaching 500, and so I'm really excited about that. I'll go ahead and show you a couple of those. There we are. Okay. So 2 of the giveaways for that are going to be coming up. It's going to be its own video. It's going to give instructions for how you can win these books. And these aren't the only 2 books that I'm going to be giving away this round. So the first of these is Invincible #1. This is the local comic shop day variant with the foil lettering, the gold lettering. This is a great book to have right now. Very high grade copy here. And the second giveaway for that's going to be coming up that I'll be announcing is Something is Killing the Children #1, the foil. This book also this has become like I think like a $30 or $40 book by itself, and this is also a very high grade copy. So both of these are 2 of the books that are going to be giveaways coming up because I'm so excited. And as we approach 500, I'm hoping that we could hit 500 very soon, so I can do a big birthday giveaway because my birthday's coming up, and I'd love to be able to send out some cool stuff that I'm working on and let you guys get, and let like even a bigger number than just 2, 4, 5 people, subscribers to the channel, get gifted something to help me celebrate my birthday. So that is everything I've got. Again, consider subscribing. Thanks for viewing, and I can't wait to connect with you in the comments and then to share this upcoming week's Friday feature, because we're going to be looking at the top 10 Disney Plus comics that you should be picking up. So stay tuned, and I'll see you later.